Hello everyone, welcome back. Let us continue our discussion on the second module of gas turbine technology course. So today we'll begin with the next topic, that is a fuel system of an aircraft. So fuel system is nothing but a system which is used to supply a controlled amount of fuel to the engine based on the requirement of thrust. So basically it has different subcomponents. So to start with, the first one is the fuel pump and manifolds in a fuel system, then fuel filters, which are again categorized into three different types: paper cartridge type, screen type, and screen disc type. Then pressurizing and drain valves, which is very important for a fuel system. Then flow meters to control how much fuel flow is going across the feed line. Then there are flue oil coolers and flue oil heaters, that is for if there are any clogs because of some impurity or because of some phase change, then that particular part has to be heated or cooled based on the requirement. So those are nothing but oil cooler or oil heater systems. So this is nothing but the basic parts or basic components of a fuel system. Now, when we look at this particular slide here on the top left corner, we can see a fuel system model. So, which is a very generic type of a fuel system, which has one tank on the left side of the wing and one tank on the right side of the wing, which has two engines here. So, it's a twin engine aircraft. So there are two tanks on the one on the left wing, one on the right wing. Then we have one more tank at the center, which is called central tank, and which is also connected to APU. Now here this green line indicates the feed line, whereas this blue line indicates the cross feed lines. So green line is nothing but these are the lines which are going to supply fuel to the engine system. So here if you can see, one line is connected to this engine, and whereas the other one is for this engine, and one more to the APU. Whereas the blue line, it just connects the three different tanks. So the crossfeed is nothing but crossfeed line is nothing but it is a supply between the fuel tanks so that the CG can be balanced, and they have their own individual valves. Those are the crossfeed valves. Now here the major valves in the green line, what we can see is nothing but shut-off valves. So shut-off valve has to be turned on, and based on the fuel requirement, these engine control valves here will supply the fuel. Similarly for APU. Now if you look at this particular diagram here, which is a very old type of an aircraft in which gravity based fuel systems are used. So there are two tanks, just to consider, there are two cabins in the tanks. So the one on the wing, which is the high wing type of an aircraft. So these two aircraft will supply, or these two tanks will supply the fuel continuously to the engine through many subcomponents like engine carburetors, strainers, pumps, and valves. Now, in this particular aircraft, the fuel is supplied based on gravity, which means if the aircraft is flying inverted, then the fuel will not be supplied continuously to the engine. So, this particular aircraft cannot fly for a longer distance or for a longer time keeping the aircraft inverted because the fuel supply is in gravitation based. Now, if you look at this particular diagram here, this is a commercial aircraft where we can see there are many types of tank in each wings. So in the left side wing we can see there are two main tanks and one reserve tank. Similarly on the right side wing there are two main tanks and a reserve tank, and at the central we have a central wing tank. So this is nothing but fuel tank, and again we have a similar system like this on these aircrafts. Similarly, if we have any rockets, which is out of a syllabus, yes, but in this particular rockets again there will be propellants, oxidizer, and fuel, which are in two different tanks, and based on the requirement that will be supplied to the engine. Now let us try to understand with this diagram in detail about the fuel system. So first we'll try to understand. Here we have three tanks, one on the left side wing, one on the right side wing, and one on the central wing. So we have three tanks. All these three tanks are connected using this cross feed line, that is blue line here. This line connects the three tanks here, the left, right, and the central, and these are nothing but cross feed valves. Based on the requirement, the valves are turned on. Now this green line is nothing but fueling line, means when we want to refuel we will be using this particular green line. So here if you see, fueling receptacles are there, and also this green line is used to dump the fuel if there is an excess, or because of some reason if we don't want to carry the fuel further, then it can be dumped. So this is again a dumping line as well as fueling line. Now from the tanks, the fuel will be supplied using this red color line, nothing but this is a feed line. And this particular line will be having engine control valve as well as shut-off valve. So based on the requirement, the shut-off valve is turned on, and after that, based on the thrust what engine is producing, so the engine consumes certain amount of fuel using engine control pump. Now after this, we have one more, that is yellow line here, which is a vent line, means to balance or to to balance the pressure between the tank and the ambience, there has to be a vent line. So we have a vent port as well here, now which you can see on both the side of the wing, as well as we have a dump nozzle or a dump valve on both the side of the wing. So as we know that if we want to dump a fuel which will be from the tip of a wing, so that the fuel will go away from the fuselage, it will not stick to the fuselage during flight. So this is about a typical fuel system. Now based on the requirement, these cross feed valves are turned on so that the fuel can flow from all the tanks to the required location and the CG will be balanced. Whereas these green lines are used while refueling, and if there is an excess fuel or if there is any situation where the fuel has to be dumped, this green line are used. Whereas the red lines are nothing but these lines to feed the engines as well as the APU. Now for the feeding, first the shut-off valve has to be turned on, and once the shut-off valve is turned on, based on the RPM of the spool or in general based on the thrust what engine is producing, the engine control pump will feed the fuel to the engines, and then we have vent lines to balance the pressure. Now apart from that, here if you see there are CG baffle check valves, means these are the check valves are used to balance the CG between the tanks and individual tanks. So not just this cross feed line, blue color cross feed line is sufficient, we have again check valves, that is CG baffle check valves to balance the CG. So this is in general the detailed description of fuel system. Now if it is a fighter aircraft, then again having fuel tanks on the right side wing or the left side wing or a central wing, sometimes it is not sufficient, because if the mission of that particular aircraft is different than a commercial aircraft. It is not supposed to just fly, sometimes it has to accelerate very quickly, sometimes it has to decelerate, sometimes it has to do additional missions and also carry the weapon systems as well. So in that particular scenario, the tank size is relatively small compared to a commercial aircraft. For that reason, there are some external tanks as well here. On the right side, we have one external tank, as well as the left side, we have one external tank. So this is an additional fuel system or a fuel tank in the fuel systems. Now, how exactly the fuel system works? From the tank, the fuel will be supplied fuel will be taken using engine driven fuel pump, which will be supplied to the control unit, where it controls the amount of fuel and air ratio based on the setup what we are going to give, what is the equivalence ratio we want to maintain. So this control unit will fix that air fuel ratio, and from based on that air fuel ratio, fuel will be supplied to the manifold and will be discharged through the nozzle. So we need to have a tank, engine driven pump, then a control unit to balance equivalence ratio, then a manifold, and then nozzles to discharge the fuel or spray the fuels in the combustor. Now apart from that, the fuel measuring meter, so here this is an analog type of a meter which is used to measure the fuel flow across a feed line, and the unit here, if you can see, this is gallons per hour, whereas now currently we use a digital system which is measured in terms of liters, and which is more accurate than this particular system, as the least count of this particular instrument is way more than this particular least count. So this is about a fuel control unit. I hope this is clear. If you have any doubts, please let me know. Thank you.